do it. Huh. Okay. All right, so I need. Ooh. Oh, baby. That feels good. Surprised it's even being sold, honestly. That is surprising. Nine div. And this is 100 div. Yeah, no. I don't think 542 to 861 is that big of a DPS increase. It's a 1087 DPS. This is 903, so yeah, it is not a gigantic DPS increase. Okay. We're gonna have to think about that for a little bit. But in the meantime, we can get some unique maps done. Who's ready for some backseat gaming? Yeah. Yeah, right. Care Blade. We're gonna get the first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna get 2 unique maps done. We don't have this one done either. That's fine. We need this one done too. Cool. Good stuff. we should be able to easily do all of this stuff. And then, yeah. I'm gonna go from there. And then we're gonna refund that one node, and then we're gonna do the gland. That was the whole point. We also have to check our, we gotta check our stuff to see what we can buy upgrades for, because we wound up selling that item for 7 div. So we have 7 div at our disposal right now. What am I doing here? Okay. 7 divinations. Your Wine of the Prophet will probably never sell. I mean, I don't know why you don't use it. It's really good. Like, insanely good. There's no downside to using it. I don't think there's any mods on there that you could potentially get that could fuck you up. And when I use it in my trap build, it was insane. Every mod was like just useful. You set it up so that it automatically uses itself when it is full. Yeah, I mean, I'd personally buy one if I could afford one. It is a very easy fix, but or maybe I'm gonna buy Storm Shroud. I'm not sure yet. I have to see how much Storm Shroud is. But if I buy Storm Shroud, then I gotta buy a belt, and then I have to buy the essences to make the belt work, and it's a huge crafting endeavor that's gonna take like 30 minutes. But I'll be immune to all ailments, so is it worth it? Yes, but my belt's like basically holding my stuff together too, because there's like 40% of each res on my belt. It's insane. So it's tough. I'm like considering what I'm gonna do. We could look to see how much Storm Shroud is right now, actually. Storm Shroud, Rhodian Jewel. Yeah, no. There's none available on the market right now that have the normal thing on it. All of these are shit. Increased effective shock instead of chance to avoid shock based off of your avoidance. So there's not even a Storm Shroud in the market for me. Email, it's pretty decent, but pretty good ring. But yeah, I'll figure it out. The reason why I feel like I lost last night isn't just based off of the, isn't just based off of, like, how well I do the mechanics, but it's also because I feel like I don't have the damage. And I feel like I can get the damage very easily. I also have a lot of scarabs that I haven't used, so that would sell pretty well. Have to put them on the market. Hello? So weird. Yeah, I'm just like, I gotta kill all the enemies in each map, and I'm just like wandering around. Random skeleton just appears from the ground. Like, okay. I also have to set up my ultimatums as well. I haven't completely set up yet to make sure that they're 100% going to be there all the time. Boom, boom. Pretty good map to do in Ruthless, actually. Do I want to go back for the chaos? I guess. Annoying. But in Ruthless, they got the automatic gem chest. So that's pretty cool. These are just gonna wind up being GCPs. I'll take that just in case. Okay. Now, with 20 passive skill points available, we should be able to refund this. Bam. Very cool. And... yeah. I want to do this one as well, and then we want to do some of these. Make sure it's 100%. Okay. Garbage. Garbage. Okay. We gotta run it anyway, so it doesn't matter how we run it, so we're gonna do that. And doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. Why can't I read the Sentinel while I have it in my inventory? I don't understand why I have to, like, actively look at it when I'm using it. Now, if you die, do you fail this, Magi? Is it just straight up one and done? Or if you die, can you try again? Real questions at work here. Oh, you can try until you run out of portals. Alright, well that's cool. But do they gain all their HP back? Like, are they like, do they just get all their HP back up when they die, if they don't die? Alright, so at least I can hurt them a little bit and see what happens and all that. What do we got here? We have a shield. I'm not happy about that. Alright, whatever that ability is, not a fan of that either. Wasn't a fan of whatever that was. Alright, well, Esh is like electricity. Not a fan of electricity. Alright, cool. That's just avoidable. I don't know what any of this frozen shit is or what it means. This is just dot on the ground. Whoa. Okay, I had to use a pot there. I was being a little greedy though. That was definitely me being a little greedy. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, so let's see. Okay, yeah, it starts right where it began, so. Like stand back here and then it doesn't hit me. Yo, Mr. Ping Pong damage here, man. I don't want to get hit with your ping pong. Alright, bruh. I don't want to get hit with this either. Alright, well. Oh, I'm just not even taking damage. Oh, so now we got both at the same time? So I'm charging up. Alright, that's the end of that there, buddy. Easy peasy. Lemon cheesy. What is this fugitive ring? Oh, it's expensive. It's 5 div. Okay. Damn. Oh, this just lets me go back to Dirtle. Cool. Easy, Moggy. Do you give me loot too? No, of course. Ha! 4 div, of course. Ever make 4 div in less than an hour? I have. Yes. Yes, I have. Yeah, I mean, I made 7 div from the one item, and now I'm gonna make 4 div for this. Easy peasy. Another boss down. We just keep winning. Okay. Ooh, they gave me another slot for this too, huh? Okay. That's useful. Let's take a look at what we want to do with that. Fire. Attack. Tribute. Physical. Speed. Have this on. Have these 2 on. Whoops. Tributes. Physical. Do that. And the only one we don't get is this. Which is fine. That's what we're missing. That 1 point. Okay, that's cool. Just shits and giggles. Nope. Nothing. Oh, that's an insane boots, dude. Hold on, we're gonna look at that in just a second. Those are some crazy boots. Tier 2 life, Tier 1 movement speed, Tier 3 lightning res. Wow. Armor invasion are really good. They're high. Okay, let's see what we lose out of it. This is just my leap slam. 65, 52, 77. So I need fire and cold. That kind of sucks that I would lose chaos res out of it to get 5% more movement speed. But the positive part is I would have a lot more armor too. Bumps me a little bit higher in the armor category, but we'll put it to the side for now. We'll see. Where's the NPC that I was selling to? Where did she go? She just like pieced out? Oh. That was weird. These are not worth anything. Yeah. And what is this worth? Kataba's Thirst? It's 3C. I'm just going to sell it. It's 3C. Okay. Let's put this here. Very interesting. This is probably going to be more than 4C, because this has pretty high rolls and everything. And the low reduced reservation efficiency of skills. Can't do any of those anymore. 3 points left on this. This. Take this. Amulet 2? I mean, why not, right? Oh no, random amount of quality. I'm okay with that. Okay. We got one more point here. There we go. Birth an additional item. Alright, so my tree is set up for axes. It is as good as it's going to get. Let's manage the shop here. Let's do this for 5 div. Go from there. We need to do more maps. No, not that one, no. That one works. That doesn't work, but we can re-roll it. It's okay. Okay, that works. And then we want to... Hold on. Not the skill tree. Go to not my Atlas screen. Atlas skills. Okay. The one thing I want to get rid of is probably the Keurig missions. They do not matter anymore. So I gotta do the math on this. 12. 12. 24. 12. So 12. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So we're at 40 right now. 56, 68, 98. So that's 98% chance of ultimatum. So I'm going to leave it like that. The rest is going to go to bosses. We'll do it that way. And then the more points I get, I'll put into bosses until we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 70% chance of a boss at the end. And we don't need that point either. Arguably, we don't need these points now. So that puts us at ultimatum. Okay, cool. I have all the shrine stuff. If anything, I would get, the only other stuff I would probably get is, strong boxes. So, the strong box stuff. It's all kind of connected except for this one. Okay. That's where we're gonna be at. Let's go ahead and gather us some loot. We really just need graph blood at this point, is the plan. This says 100 extra fizzes lightning. Okay, well. Good to know. Good old protecting the altar. That's what we want. Because it literally takes almost nothing to do it. We're in super cheese mode, ladies and gentlemen. Where the cheese starts and where the cheese begins, nobody knows. As opposed to any other road. Listen, you know. I'm just saying. Oh, I might die here, actually. That's pretty scary for a hot minute there. Oh, 2 divine! Okay, well, I guess I'll just take that. I guess I'll just have to take that. Jeez. Tough life I live. Gosh. Oh my lord. That is hilarious. Proving once again that I could just keep doing this. The actual way to cheese ultimatum, the way I've designed it is that we go get the shrines, we go get all the shrines that are available to us, and then we do the ultimatum, and the ultimatum lasts less than 1 minute. So then we have all of our shrines active for the entirety of the ultimatum. And then we're pretty much like, we have all the defensive modifiers or offensive modifiers, and we just melt everything in 6 seconds. And I feel like it's fair for me. Especially if I'm going to get 2 div every time I do it. You know. Invented this strategy on my own, by the way. Legitimately did not look anywhere else for it. The other thing that attracted me to the idea was just the fact that there's a thing on Ultimatum that says that you get 30% more experience. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that for 30% more EXP on top of that. Big brain strategies. Hey, don't be a hater. Legit, like I developed that strategy on my own, so. Easy peasy. Lots of red maps now. We're just printing money. We're just printing money now. Yeah, this seems really good. So we really made like 6 divines today. Damn. Already. Look at that. Easy. Oh, we got the special. We got the. Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh, we're done. We're fully unlocked. We did it. Finally. It's probably where it's supposed to be at, right? Or no? It doesn't do it here. It's that point there. It's got 1 point left, so we'll do there. Nice. We are fully unlocked. That's exciting. I have the full Foulborn setup here. At the super duper duper increased chance to be Foulborn. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Oh no, it's not that good. Damn. Never mind. Not that good at all. Okay. Something we didn't do. You're so happy for me. Wow. Thank you so much. I still need to defeat the Maven, but we're gonna wait. I want a better weapon before I do Maven. I have the damage from Maven. I get it, but I still don't understand the fight enough to do it. And it doesn't feel like I have the damage from Maven, so... So we saw Ultimatum over there. Protect the altar. Yeah, but the memory game is never going to be something I can do because I legitimately have a problem with short-term memory loss because of my Lyme's disease when I was younger. So it's never going to be something where I'm just going to automatically be able to do that. It's not even the chaos that's involved in it. It's like legitimately I have like issues with the memory game. Whoa! What are you doing? As far as not touching the beams, I definitely could have saved myself 2 deaths from not touching that beam. Maybe even 3. The Scourge again? Is this good? I will just take the rewards, please, and thank you. Well, yeah, it's not that I'm dumb. I don't think you're dumb, but yeah, I just have a real hard time with short-term memory loss. Like, girlfriend told me, hey, we're gonna go get tacos, Taco Tuesday. I was like, okay. Then the next day, she's like, hey, I'm excited. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Like, Sunday to Monday. I'm like, yeah, you totally are. She's like, you forgot what we're doing tomorrow, didn't you? I was like, no. I'm definitely gonna see you tomorrow. I'm excited for it. She's like, yeah, so what are we doing tomorrow? I'm like, getting food, because that makes the most sense for me. Oh, that ring sold, by the way. And she was like, yeah, where are we going to get food? And I was like, I don't know. And then she reminded me. But, like, that's how bad my short-term memory loss is. Yeah, I use Google Notes all the time for stuff that's important, but like, and it's not like what she told me isn't important, but when I'm playing a game, she's telling me while I'm playing the game, I don't have like my notes handy to do it, so I don't think about swapping out or doing anything to fix it, so. I mean, the place we went to didn't even have a taco, didn't even have like a taco special. They were just like, we're so good, there's no specials. Just deal with it. I mean, they're not wrong, but it's still like surprising if they didn't have any specials. Yeah, Rive's not worth anything now. Four more div. What can I do with all my money, Kappa? Okay, we're gonna possibly buy a weapon? Maybe we buy a weapon? Let's see. We want a really juicy weapon, so. Two-handed axe. Rare. Search. Physical DPS. Highest. The highest. Taking a look. I think this one that's 9 div is probably where I'm going to be at. There's a carry chopper at 9 div. $670 to $1095. So it'll literally double my DPS. The other thing, you know, before I make the switch, before I bite, let's look at the late game build here. Let me look for shits and giggles before I spend a bunch of currency. Oh, your flask sold. Nice. Well, there you go. What are you complaining about? Unbelievable. Six increased physical damage. Passive skills and radius. Passive skills and radius. Yeah, no. There's 20. There's one of them available, and it's 24 div for a light of meaning that gives 6% increased physical. So that ain't gonna happen. What's the next one that I can possibly do? This does Feed the Fury, Fuel the Fight, and Heavy Hitter. And then Rend and Wound Aggravation. Oh, and that's a suppress small cluster jewel too. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then tattoos that suppress spell damage to get to that 100% without having to be lucky. That makes sense. And more tattoos that increase physical damage. So I don't need any more strength. Yeah, that makes sense too. That's totally psychotic and very mid-max, but it makes sense. Enrune Graft of Treachery. Got it. Okay, so let's assume we're not doing late game. Let's assume we're doing the mid game tree for a second. Just looking at the mid game tree. It's supposed to be 8.875 million DPS if my skill tree is correct with the items that I have. Let's see. A lot of shit I can do to fix this. What does the static strike thing do, by the way? Is there something that I'm not aware of? How does static strike work with this build? Static strike with bleed. I'm not using static strike at all, and it's in my tree. I feel like it's a real fucking stupid thing not to be. So I need to make it work, and I need to make it happen. So we're gonna do that. Alright, let's, first thing I'm going to do is make this all red. It really shouldn't take me too long. I forgot it's evasion and armor, so it actually will take me kind of a long time. Can we stop? Thank you. All I asked. So can we stop? And it did it. Next, we want to... Maybe I should have kept the physical damage. Okay, I'll just leave it now. Not what I want, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Did want that though. Okay. Yeah, I wanted 6% of physical damage from hits taken as fire. We're taking that instead. Let's go to Act 6 and figure this out. Because maybe this whole static strike thing is the reason why my bleed is not as strong. More duration. Okay. More skill filtration. Okay. Do this. Gonna be interesting, to say the least. But that's the only difference in my stuff. Let's see. And rallying cry connected to urgent orders. And pride. Which I don't have set up. Pride's a pretty big one, though. Herald of Purity, Flesh and Stone, Pride. Herald of Purity, Flesh and Stone. And auto exertion's only on Seismic Cry. Like that. I lose Intimidating Cry, and I lose Enduring Cry. I'm gonna put them up here for now. Let's see how this develops. We're gonna do this map first before we fuck around with anything else, to see how it kind of looks. That's a lot of crying? What do you mean? Like, that was a lot of, like, yells. Well, you know, you need all of them, man. Oh, protect the altar. What a surprise. What a surprise. We didn't even get our shrines yet. What is Squirming Terror? What a spooky ring. Hit me with the ruin, whatever. Any ruin yet? No. Oh, what the fuck? I was hitting the one, man. Oh, so stupid, dude. But again, it kind of cements my point. Like, damage-wise, I'm a little worried. Because I lose some of my tankiness with swapping out and doing all this. But maybe that's the reason why for the other stuff. I don't know. Maybe we just buy a better helmet and buy the better gear, because at this point, it's really the only thing holding us back, realistically speaking, is being more tanky for these T16s. Because there are just going to be times where I can't just avoid everything. So... Alright, let's go check trade. I know it seems really silly, but I think that checking trade for, like, good gear is probably going to be the best case scenario for what I'm going to do. Weapon-wise, I probably don't care as much than all the gear I have. So let's start looking and be smart with that. So let's see. And I mean, there may be no point. Like, I look up Haunted Bassinet, 86 results, so that's good. Spell Suppress. $15 results with Spell Suppress, okay. How about Life? Life and Spell Suppress. We have 8 results with Life and Spell Suppress. And with the maximum life, Super Life, we're at 20 Chaos, 10 Chaos. Pretty cheap, actually. Actually pretty cheap. Downside is we also need some res. Cold res. So let's keep looking. T3 Spell Suppress. This is T1 Spell Suppress. This guy's insane. He thinks it's gonna be 5 div. He's out of his fucking gourd. Out of his gourd. But yeah, there's not many. There's not many. If we just eliminate Spell Suppress and we just want Life, so our Spell Suppress chance is pretty, for this item, is like kind of shit anyway. Not that we don't want to lose it, but if we eliminate that and we do like Cold Res and Chaos Res, we get 3 results. And this is pretty good, actually. And I could pick this up, and it has an extra prefix, which would give us just more evasion and armor, I guess. It's 1 div. Or maybe we don't replace our helmet. Maybe we just replace the Eater of Worlds mod on it. Why don't we just do that? Actually, let's do that. So I need Lesser Eldritch Ichor. Eldritch. I have Chaos. I need like 20 of these. Cool, thanks. And we're looking for 6% of physical damage from hits taken as fire damage. That's done. We can 100% get an upgrade for our armor. %. Maybe. Maybe not. It's also kind of good, honestly. I want that as fire damage, not lightning damage. Not lightning damage. Really need physical to fire damage. You are poo. I want chaos. I have div. How does a 228 div? It's crazy. Lesser chaos orb. Okay. Definitely not chaos damage. Hey, we hit it. Okay. Okay, that's done. And then we need embers. Easy game. Cool. Okay with that. Every 15 seconds. Okay. Then what do we need? I am 100% gonna look for better boots though. And probably better gloves. My gloves and my boots are really lacking. I don't have any problem with that. Okay. Wyvern scale. Gauntlets. Search. 99 results. suppress spell damage. What are we down to? 14 results. Might as well just look at them. And we're looking for spell suppress, attack speed, max life. Let's just do max life. 14 results goes down to 11. Let's take a look-see. Like, I'd arguably spend a decent chunk of currency on something that was really good. Arguably. Lose attack speed. But I get a prefix. So I get the damage while leeching prefix. If I were to buy that. That's a tier 2 spell suppress. So I would get spell suppress, lightning res, chaos res, damage while leeching, 99 max life. So the max life goes down a little bit. Adds lightning to attacks, which means absolutely nothing. I think I'm in on that, actually. I think I am in. It's gonna be expensive. It's 4 div. But yeah, I think I'm in on it. Okay. It is mine now. I'm 4 div poorer. Oh, cool. Well, that saves me the trouble in that. Okay, so then the next step is give it the leech. Give it that. Okay. Then we need to... we need to do... Okay. It's not what we want. So we continue. 30. That's what we want. Suppress spell damage. That's first. Okay. We want physical damage over time multiplier. Good news is that these are cheaper. People run these more. To physical damage over time. What does extinguish do? Huh. Hey, okay, we got it. That is done. In order to make this work, we need to have at least 2 red. So we will bump this a little bit so we get all 4 red. Okay. Do that. And that will be noticeable. Boots. We need to fix the boots. Our boots kind of our ass. Kind of our ass. We're probably gonna spend the most money on these boots. So sucks for us. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. What am I looking for? I'm looking for life, spell suppress, some res. Yeah, life, spell suppress, some res. This has... If I take this off, I really need fire and cold res. I actually really need fire and cold res. Unless we're going to replace our amulet, which we can. Fire. Cold resistance. Does that exist? No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, it's just 19% movement speed. That's actually ass. Let's do cold res instead of fire res in our search for shits and giggles. Let's see what we get here. Open prefix, but there's no movement speed. Who the fuck prices this at 50 chaos for boots with no movement speed on them? How tweaked do you need to be? Okay, so there's 13 results with spell suppress and life. Let's take a look. One for ADC that I'm actually kind of interested in. 12% spell suppress. 28% movement speed with another 11% increased movement speed if you haven't been hit recently. It's only ADC. Seems good. Basically Metro Life. The only downside is that there's no res. But we can swap our res here. There's basically no res in our turquoise amulet. And then just get quick step again. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. For ADC, it's kind of a steal. Okay. Just looking, yeah, it is the best of the bunch, it looks like. Oh, and that's a crafted prefix. Okay, so I can get rid of that shit. Who the fuck needs mana? Cool. I can get rid of that shit right now. Could do armor evasion max life. It's not really that huge. Could just do armor and evasion. Probably be more useful. And give it quality. $473, already better. And we're zooming. Okay. Link them together. Do that. Okay. So none of the Eater Worlds and the Searing Exarch, both of those mods are not what I want. So we are back on the sounds like a scam. Yeah. No. So we are boots. We want action speed and bleeding to inflict deals damage 5% faster. That's what we want. Realistically speaking, I would say that once we're all done and we replace my amulet last, we will 100% be ready for Maven. Nice. Very good. Lesser Eldrick. What's this? Picker. Picker. Hey, all done. Okay. Pretty good. Oh, we can look for the Rislathas. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to cut the res on that, though. That'd be insane. We'd have to remove markup submission. Probably. I mean, Rislathas would definitely, like, be insane damage-wise, right? And they're cheap. They're ADC right now. Guess we gotta do it, huh? Let's see if there's like a perfect Rislathas. There is. Oh, there's not. No, that's not it. 40. 30. No, there's no. There's only one. There's only one Rislathas that has a 40% more. But there's two with yeah, I'm gonna pick up this with Rislathas. 110% going to pick that up. Wow, it is very cheap. Basically like a divine for one. Thank you. Okay. So we have a Rislathas coil. Let's put these here. They don't get lost. Okay. Next, we remove this. Our defenses are in the toilet. Put this on. It's a lot. It's a lot more than that. Okay. So we need a turquoise amulet that is a juicer. We need the most insane turquoise amulet in the history of turquoise amulets. We need a juicer. Let's take a look. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. And we're gonna have to replace the Marcus emission ring is done. So we have a ring to replace it. Maybe we buy another ring to replace it. It's fine. Maybe we finally pick up an amethyst ring that's good. Who knows? What other things do we want on this amulet? Damage over time multiplier. Damage over time multiplier. We have one result. With damage over time multiplier plus the all attributes and open prefix that I could technically put life on. Because there's only 21 life here. It's a tough one. Let's take a look at what the ring does for us. It was either this, might have been this one. Definitely wouldn't be one over here. So if we put that on, we're at 70, 20, and 78. Still not in good shape. $33. Just the int? That's the problem? It's just the int, huh? 68 int from the gem. What the fuck is giving 68 int? How is this giving 68 intelligence? Oh, I see. Okay, so I could actually do intelligence instead. Brings him back to the same thing. Fuck. Cold res is the most important thing, so what if we just get one more thing? And it's a shitty amulet, and they're charging 3 divine for it. What the fuck? With an open prefix. Okay, so instead of doing this, let me do amethyst ring. Let's cut this. Let's keep the intelligence on there, so we can get in, and let's do fire res as well. And let's do like 30 and 30 for the fire res, so we're not in that weird boat. One ring. The one ring to rule them all. 40 fire, 47 cold, 55 int. Which would be big. It would allow me to use whatever amulet I wanted to with damage over time multi. And it still has chaos res on it because the base is an amethyst ring. And yeah, that seems good. It's 45 chaos. I should have that. I don't right now, but I will in a second. Cool. Let's go pick up this ring. Thank you. Very good ring. Okay. Marker submission is out. Okay, so now the good news is I can get any turquoise amulet with damage over time multi and with fire and cold res and life, and I don't have to fuck around. So max life, cold fire, no intelligence, and then damage over time multiplier. Damage over time multiplier. Okay. Like, this ring can't come off my finger. How do I solve this res issue that I am having right now? I just don't take damage over time multi, I guess. I don't have a choice. Gonna have to not. I think that's gonna be my only choice. Let's just look at this really quick. Yeah. There's 3 results with fire and cold res, and it only adds up to 17 fire and cold res with damage over time multi. Ooh, but big but. I do see an amulet that I could potentially get that will work, actually. Actually, I have to trade in one more div. Yes. Div. Okay. Listed 5 hours ago. Okay. I have decided. This amulet. So this amulet has an open suffix, so we can craft fire and cold res on it in addition to get everything we need. while still having the damage over time multi. We lose max life. We only had 21 max life to begin with, so that's not that big of a deal, and we might just be able to slam life on it after the fact. So that's my game plan right now. So let's get this to 22, 24. Okay, that's fine. And then defenses. So if I do this, yeah, we really just need cold res. But because there's different mods and stuff like that, we could do cold and chaos. Is that available to us? Maybe. It is. Let me make sure before I do that I don't fuck my shit up. 57. Yeah, that will not do it. So it's either gonna be cold and fire, or it's gonna be just cold. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's just gonna be cold. Okay. That puts us where we need to be, which is good. A couple things we got to do now. Next step is we need to slam a prefix on it. We have 59. So currency exchange, I want an exalted orb, but I want one of those baddie exalteds, the foulborn exalted. I have chaos. Ooh. That doesn't. Ooh. Yeah. What? It just happened. Oh my Lord in heaven. Are you out of your fucking mind? Oh, veiled. I don't want veiled. Okay. Okay. Foulborn exalted orb. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's where it's gonna go. Here we go. Convert some res with harvest since you have so much lightning. I could do that, but we fixed it. It's okay. But we can just slam like T1 or T2 life. Like this! Well, that's a useless mod. Cool. Oh, we also need quick step. I mean, 20% increased max energy shield is fantastic. I'm sure this is an insane amulet for somebody. That's not me. Yeah, it's like 1 div and up for just those 2 mods. T1, T2. Not including the res and everything else. So, it's a multi-div amulet now. But, yeah. We took off our sexy leather belt. Oh, this belt is insane. 7 chaos. Yeah, this fucking guy's nuts. 1 divine. It's 2 divine. Okay. Last step. If there even is one at this point. So yeah, it's not 7C. Whoever did that was is stupid. We need to get quick step. We need 2 amber oils. Pretty sure. I don't want 8 though. I really don't want 8, but I guess I'm getting 8. Okay. We have completely and utterly changed our build entirely. With the gear that is in the mid-game gear stuff. Which took a lot of time, and I apologize that it took so much time. That is an insane axe. Take a look at that. This is an 895 DPS axe with T1 life and T1 mana, and has an open prefix. Nope, it doesn't have an open prefix. And T1 attack speed. And 23% quality. This is 895. This is 903. Damn. Well, we know we're on the right track at least. Damn. If it was on a better base, that's the only problem with this axe. It's just not on as good of a base. We want all of those stats. We just want a better base. Alright, so before we do the big scary thing again, we're gonna try an Acid Caverns map. Which we want. That's fine. That works. That's a great weapon, actually. It definitely feels stronger. It is noticeable. Enemy flinching is a good sign. Defeat the waves of enemies. Cheese the waves of enemies. I prefer no more choking my asthma. Thank you. I'm just not a fan. I like to breathe. Big fan of breathing. Alright, fuck it. It's gonna chase me like I owe it lunch money, I guess. You know, I can't resist Chaos Orb. What are we at? Round 10? Snipe? I can skip this and be fine. Yeah, it seems pretty strong. Like, obviously the stuff we didn't buy, that wasn't gear related, like awakened gems and shit like that, we didn't do that, but we seem to be in pretty good shape. And that was without a shrine on. Usually, like I said, we do those with shrines on. Oh, man. Okay. No, that static strike thing is insane, actually. God damn. Okay. Yeah, it is to aggravate damage. Holy. Okay. Are we ready to cheese? Hello. Okay, so Maven's Writ, huh? It's gonna cost me 25C for another try. God damn. Okay, so we strike a few times with Earthground and then Static Strike for the rest. And profit. See what we can do. If we lose, we lose. Use Blade Storm as well for Aggravate. Gotcha. Well, I like it. I like Static Strike. It's fine. A lot of gear upgrades, a lot of random upgrades. Okay. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm gonna die. That was 100% on me. I hit the wrong button. I hit E instead of R. What the fuck? If you don't hit E, then you can not be dumb. That's it. Put him over here. Okay. R instead of E. R before E. Bitch. Yeah, I think it's looking promising too. You know, this is the shitty part. I'm probably gonna die on this stage, no matter what. No, yeah, I'm gonna die on this stage no matter what. I gotta get over there. I was so close to it too. It was right there. That was an easy one, but like going through the stupid fucking beams is like a huge pain in the ass in that situation. Okay, I survived the beam. I just had to wait it out. Just don't get hit for a while. That's all. Oh, it was right there. Where is she? Oh, I just hit the beam too. Cool. Die. Oh, man. Well, we did it. Took a lot. A lot of effort. But we did it. And we got an Orange Anguish, which actually would be something we would consider if we were nuts. Our belt's better than it, but setting up the Static Strike thing was definitely the way to go. It was pretty sweet. Honestly, I don't even know much more that I'm planning on doing for this league, and that was kind of like the main things that I wanted to do. I wanted to get the 3 stones because I don't think I'm gonna farm for the 4th stone. We'll see. Yeah, it seems like the 4th stone takes quite a bit of time. And then I'm going to put points into Worthy of the Past, which gives me unique items. So we get unique items and we get currency. That's pretty much it. But yeah, it'll be expensive. And not only is it expensive, but if you don't get it, then you're boned. Oh, is he? Crazy. Oh. Oh. Oh, we could use some of our scarabs, right? We got scarabs. Look at all of our scarabs. Could sell some of this shit too. Okay, so we do like that. There we go. Super juiced up map. Giving us all the cards in the world. The other thing that helped us was that I noticed that a lot of the damage was physical damage it was attempting to... What the fuck are these things? What is going... What are these things? What is happening? Oh, we got spaceships in this game? The conversion of like damage to physical was huge. Like physical to physical to fire. Helped a lot. Like a lot of those slams that would have typically done a lot of damage to me really weren't. They were like super chill. Nice and lots of space. Lots of space. Super nice. But yeah, I didn't realize that conversion was so important, and it feels like it is. Like the damage I'm taking right now feels like a lot less from doing all of those things. Even if I'm doing just slightly more damage than typical, it feels like I'm way able to take more damage without too many difficulties anymore. Because, like, the main reasons why I died to Maven were all the parts where I hit the laser and then literally hitting a button accidentally. That was it. Those are the only 2 times that I died to Maven. None of the slams, none of the laser parts, none of the weirdness. None of that did it. It was literally just jumping into the brain accidentally. And because there was so much degen on the ground, there was no way to recover. What's the Vixen's entrapment? I don't know, but we are gonna do this one. The fuck? Uh-oh. Oh. Did I hit him? Alright, I hit him. Oh, maybe the boss wasn't such a great idea. Okay. Cool. Alright, maybe the boss a little idea-wise, logic-wise. I'm jumping right now. Can't use a potion. I have no idea if I'm gonna die here. Okay. He died. That was sketch as fuck. So... sketch AF. I don't know what I got out of that. Oh! That's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm spell suppress cap though. I don't care. I'm not choosing those anyway, but it's cool that I got it, so I'm gonna take it. Just to be like, I'm the best. I'm not facing... where are the cards that I'm supposed to be getting? Where are the stacks of divination cards? Not acting crazy. I definitely put those scarabs in for divination cards, not for space monsters to shoot chaos balls at me. The goal was to be like, hey, I got some cool cards I can open. Yeah, being spell suppressed lucky with everything that I have probably does help a lot. I gotta look. I don't even know where I am spell suppressed wise. Wow, I got one. Wow, he died real fast. Oh, something killed me. That whole fight, I also forgot to use vulnerability on Maven. I like completely forgot. There's another thing that I also forgot to do, which put me at an extreme disadvantage, and it's probably the reason why I keep getting my butt kicked. Let's see. Don't save. The boots are supposed to have 40% reduced effective chill and shock on you, but I don't have that. Because I don't have an open suffix to use that. Otherwise, yeah, I'd have 40% less, less, like, stuff in that nature. This seems really good. Like, let's say without the curse, it's 4C, and then this has a curse on it. Curse enemies with vulnerability on hit. Trigger socketed curse spell when you cast a curse spell. You can apply an additional curse. Curse skills have 14% increased cast speed. And then Glimpse of Chaos Val Mask. Socket of Gems get an 80% cost and reservation multiplier. What the fuck? So this is a 1 Divine Mask as is. And then it has... This seems insanely big. Can be modified while corrupted. Glimpse of Chaos. Interesting. Why is this taking me so long? What the fuck? That's not bad, actually. Pretty neat. Whoa, what was that one? Hold on. random one. Okay. Boom, boom. Pretty good. Okay, defense-wise, yeah, our spell suppression chance is 91% and it's lucky. So yeah, we're at like basically spell suppress cap, and our physical damage reduction is 90%, and that's before our potion. Like we're at almost 20k with that. So yeah, that conversion was gigantic. Actually, yeah, that was crazy. So yeah, we're in pretty good shape. What's our chaos res? 55%. Probably can pull that one thing off the tree now. Oh, we only have one refund point left. Let's pick up some points here. There we go. Let's see what we're missing here. I'm just comparing my tree to the one on Path of Building here. Missing this node. Missing those two nodes from that. What does this gem have in it? Increased max life, 20% increased damage or bleeding. Let's get them their gem. A jewel. Damage with bleeding. Life. What's the most expensive one? 3 div. Somebody's an idiot. Let's see. We gotta put a real GG jewel in there. Ooh, we could put an intelligence jewel in there. There's only one int jewel. Oh, there's only 40 results. So, beggars can't be choosers. Let's see. And then I'd like 7% max life and 20 damage or bleeding. 4 results. Easy. Okay. Looks like it's going to be the cheapest result. That is mine. There we go. Character's pretty strong, not gonna lie. It's up there. Definitely up there. Can use a better weapon. That's pretty much all I could do right now. You going to bed? Alright, I'm going to bed soon, but I want to see what weapon we get here. See if we get a juicer. No juicers here. Gonna do maybe one more map and then I'm done for the night. It's been a long day. Another beach. Nice. Well, we basically have unlimited beach maps, which is really good, because it's an easy map. So we're already around 6, we have 30 seconds left, which is nice. Ooh, we can get 20 Val Orbs. That's very nice. Or a level 20 lacerate. I'm gonna pass on the lacerate. I'm good. I'll take everything else. Thank you. Pretty strong. Crazy. Alright, one more whisker for the biscuit. Then we're off to bed. Let's see. +2 level of all minion skill gems. Jesus. Too much. We got any 83s here? No, we don't have any 83s there. And we still have these too. Well, I'd say that we are all done for the night. We should not sell this helmet that is worth apparently 80C, which is insane. Crazy. Done more of this league with maps than I know what to do with myself, and now I don't know what to do with myself. But I'm gonna go to bed. all of you have a wonderful night. Enjoy your